Welcome back. Change is coming. Welcome back to another episode of the best worst show on the internet. I know what you're thinking. Where the hell has this guy been? And I'm going to tell you that I've been sitting right here doing my thing. I don't know. What are you guys up to? Do you people on the internet still exist? Are you internet people still doing internet people things? I don't know. But what I do know is that I could at least say hello to J.R. Riggs and the Triple Crown. Nice to see y'all up in the chat and whatnot. Holy crap. It's been an interesting last couple of days, hasn't it? Has it been a couple of days? Has it been a couple of weeks? I don't know. This social media detox, news detox has been really nice. I must say, just shifting focus and doing other shit and not even paying attention to me left me sitting here staring at the computer for a full extra 10 minutes wondering, what the fuck am I going to talk about when I get on this thing? Well, I don't actually know. Well, that's what usually happens on over here. I'm supposed to just, entertain you and stuff. But instead, I've just been watching other people's streams and, analyzing, taking in the business, as it were. And man, do I not understand shit. That's what I've really just come to the conclusion with. I don't understand anything anymore. I'm not even that old and nothing makes sense to me anymore. I was at the grocery store and there was some of the younger children of age, and I've always thought I've been a pretty cool cat, like I'm an idiot. I walk down the halls and such, kind of giggling and laughing to myself or whatever, sometimes dancing if I like the song that's on, just being a normal dumbass like I normally am. And all these kids are like looking at me and they're like, look at that little fat guy dancing and shit. And I'm just like, what? I'm just hanging out. But what did they say? I don't know. They were saying some weird shit, man. Like, no, they were like, no cap, jawful be jiving or some shit like that. I don't know, man. I was just like, what the fuck did that kid just say right there? And I was like, I think I'm getting too old. Either that or the language has changed so much that I don't understand anything, which is the same for when I watch other people's streams sometimes, because I don't understand what these new things are. Apparently, I guess I'm stuck back in the end of time, or maybe not the end of time, but some part of the time or whatever. All I really know is that I've just been watching my boy Super Tall Paul doing his streams, and it's been real nice to see him get up on there on the soapbox. It's like he started all over again, like he did at Coachella. Man, I mean, starting all over again is what it feels like sometimes. You take a social media detox, you get off of the Twitters, the Threads, the Facebooks, the Instagrams, all that shit, and then you just go back and you start posting whatever you feel is necessary. We posted Star Citizen videos, we posted cooking videos. Those seem to be doing pretty well, and I don't understand what the whole deal with that is or whatever. It's not like we've ever been big internet cooks or whatever. I would love to have like an internet chef show, but then I look at my kitchen and I go, how the fuck am I going to do that with that little fucking thing? I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, I've been happy that some of those videos have at least been getting a bit of views. That's been pretty cool or whatever. That's been sick. I mean, I could be happy with that. I could be excited for that, but outside of any of that other stuff, I mean, what are we even worried about with today? I don't know. I haven't been really looking at the news that much. I haven't been looking at the news at all, man. I look at it and then I just see Israel, something Trump, and then I'm like, oh, nope. I'm just gonna go watch cooking videos and Hell's Kitchen and play some Star Citizen and just be all like, be a normal plebe. Be a normal plebe. That's what you gotta do, right? And that's what I've been doing. You know, I guess I figured I had to get up over here on the Griftcast at least and start grifting on y'all a little bit, you know, check in with you, be like, yeah, I'm still alive, still here, still queer, still whatever, doesn't matter. And obviously, thank you to this guy right here, Sam Dog, for the daily reminder that Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself. Although, according to the official reports, he hanged himself in his cell. Although the unofficial narrative on the story seems to be what Mr. Sam Dog likes to drop in here and pop in with this. So we appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Either way, kind of a strange turn of events, right? Like, does anybody even care about the news? I mean, I feel like I've been watching other people's channels and, you know, it's basically this, and then they go to this, and then they talk about some things or whatever. I don't even have this shit set up. Hold on a second. I gotta click that button right there. Gotta click that button. No. Yeah, then I got that button. All right, okay, cool. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, legacy media. What do you mean the legacy media says otherwise? Oh, yeah, that's right. The legacy media has a different official story, and that's the story that we're going with here because we like to follow along with the official narrative. Very nice. Very nice. Please don't censor the shit out of us. I'm just trying to exist. And I mean, existence is a thing that I think a lot of people don't really account for these days. But I mean, some of the stuff out there, it's just like people are watching weird shit, okay? There's some weird stuff going on. And I feel like the weird shit I used to think I was on is not exactly weird shit anymore. Actually, it doesn't feel like weird shit no more. I mean, gosh, how do we even get into anything at this particular juncture? I don't know, man. What I do know is that during these times, I don't get a lot of messages from the stars or whatever. I don't know if it's because the stars are quiet or, you know, anything's there. Maybe I'm not listening hard enough. Like, nope, not there. But what I do know is that you got to make the best of all your situations. That's what I've been doing. Making lots of soup, making some pretty fire ass, I would have to say so myself, chicken stock that's turned into some liquid gold. And then I got to make some freaking soup for Shiri's, I guess, whatever soup party she's got going on or something like that. I don't know. Be canning the shit. It's gonna turn out excellent, I think. Yeah, probably. But I just know. Yeah. Either way, it just makes a lot of nonsense to me to think about what the hell's been going on with some of these other communities. I don't know. I've been watching it, you know, like I got recaps of what's happening or not. All I really know is that the world has become an even stranger place. Like I actually got a recap sent to me from Streamlabs, which just made me laugh a little bit, I guess. Does it make me laugh? Hey, wait a minute. Some shit's looking dark. HDR settings. This one. Wow, now it looks dark to me, but it's probably the... Wow, that's way darker than I thought it was. Holy shit, man. HDR makes a difference. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. I got this thing from Streamlabs that said that I should talk about this or whatever. But anyway, Streamlabs, the people that I guess we pay money to so that we can multi-stream to multiple different platforms and accept money for you outside of platforms or whatever because they take fat cuts. Not that this company doesn't take a cut. They just take a smaller cut or whatever. But yeah, they said that I should point out that, you know what, I was in the top 23% of the highest paid streamers using Streamlabs this year, which is pretty great, which means that you guys are pretty awesome. You guys supported the Griftcast pretty well and put us in a pretty high ranking, standard tier, whatever, got us into the gold. Thank you for that shit. We appreciate you. We definitely do appreciate that. When I like data or whatever, I love that data. Although, according to Streamlabs, I only streamed 39 times this year utilizing their software, which is correct because I was using a different software called Restream for like many, many years. And now I'm just using their shit because, I mean, I don't need to be double paying for shit because I'm poor. Either way, they say that added up to 55 hours streamed this year on this platform or utilizing their platform alone, which is pretty good, I guess. And they said that most of my streams this year average for about an hour, which was the consistent thing that we were trying to do. Just put out a solid hour of content out there to see if it made a difference. It didn't make a difference, by the way. And they said the longest stream that we did this year was 4 hours and 16 minutes long. That was probably 4 hours and 16 minutes on the Eliza Blue scandal or something like that. I don't know. I don't actually fucking remember. But they did say that our best stream this year was 418 peak concurrent viewers. That's a lot of pretty good on the viewers, I would have to say. I haven't seen 418 people watching my show in a real long time, but then again, I could be at least happy to know that I got 418 people to watch me without having to get hosted or being a part of some cool clique or whatever where everybody's jerking each other off and nobody says anything bad about each other in public, but everybody talks shit and gets everybody banned from places. Wow, that sounded a little close to home, did it? Yeah, did. Anyways, yeah, we still managed to do pretty good on the viewership, peak concurrent, even though that's on YouTube and not Twitch, which I think counts for more. But hey, who really knows, right? Who really knows? That's just what they figured out for us. That's what they showed us. That's what they clipped for us. So I figured that that's all right, dude. That's all right. We also got one of those things for Twitch, which I thought was kind of funny in some respects because like I always live streamed to Twitch, but like our viewership doesn't grow on Twitch. It did grow on Twitch for a little bit when we were doing shit on Star Citizen, but we don't stream Star Citizen anymore because we don't like getting stream sniped. And now I just play Star Citizen and now everybody accuses me of stream sniping them. So yeah, it's real fucking weird shit. You know, it's real weird shit. But according to our Twitch review, we did 173 total live streams on the Twitch through 5 different categories with 270 hours watched. Damn, those are some big hours, dude. That's some big hours right there. That's more Twitch watch hours than we've had in the past, I would have to say. And we've actually had 28 clips made, which is pretty nice, I guess. And they said that our top live stream on that platform reached a whopping 12 viewers. A whopping 12 viewers, which is actually pretty good for Twitch viewerships. Yeah, and then it says 1.377k chat sent, which is pretty, it's a lot of chat. Is that how many that I sent? Damn, I'll be talking to Twitch chats a lot. Or maybe those are chats that were sent into my chat. I don't know. Yeah, kind of makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Says we got 55 new followers this year, 10 new subscribers, and we got 9 gifted subscriptions. Wow. Wow. And then it even gives us a list of all the cool people that apparently were the big supporters, like John Lovett's admirer, or No One Here Yet, or TTV Hemplant, or Austin 108, or Sherry V8, or Lightspeed Crew, or Jesse Joe 1, or Christina 107, or Dr. Rocks. Whoever them people are, I don't know, you know. I would be showing you one of these recaps for YouTube, but YouTube doesn't actually do these kind of recaps, so sorry. It's nice to look at it because, you know, like for me, streaming has always never been a job. It's always been kind of, it started off as a hobby that ended up almost being a job and then getting ripped from me. Like somebody was ripping out my guts and murdering me only for me to get back up again because I'm a undead individual or whatever. Because I've died a few times, remember? You know, I'm not like a lot of these other pussy ass motherfuckers where they get knocked out, dead, and then they stay dead. No, I come back because fuck y'all. That's why. And you know what? You think it's funny and you think I'm joking, but I'm not. Anyways, I like it though, it makes me happy to know that, at least there's been some kind of growth that's been going on. This is like a really interesting year. We did go up a lot of subscribers on the YouTube. We will have to say, even with me being a complete dickhole and talking shit to people on the community page, we still managed to keep this thing at least going. I mean, if we look at the Griftcast page, we're up to 6.72k subscribers, which isn't that bad, I would have to say. I mean, that's a little over 1,000 more than we had at the beginning of the year, so I can't be that all bad, I would have to say. And honestly, like, I like doing daily content and stuff. It just gets really fucking tiring, bro, especially when all I'm doing is looking at the news, and then I don't even want to look at the news, and then I feel like I have to look at the news. Nah, man, I just want to, kind of enjoy life and shit right now, because it sucks, shit sucks. Everything's expensive. This is all stuff that you guys are having to deal with, right? Like, everything's expensive as fuck. Everything costs more and more and more and more, like, there's people out there that are doing real good, got lots of Simpson stuff over there on some other platforms and stuff, but, I just couldn't keep up the daily grifting. We're being all like, all right, it's time for y'all to send me some money. Although that shit was fun. It was fun to see it actually work, but I knew deep down inside that the only reason it was working is because it was funny in the moment. But as soon as that, that fun subsided, it stopped and everything went back to the normal shit. So it's not like I could be the master of the grift. But you know what? I will say that if you do want to send us some super chats or some money, you still can. I think I have most of that shit opened up or whatever for at least the time being. But you know what? I ain't paying for that shit because I don't really care. Honestly, I'm going to take your money. I'm going to make it into food, and then I'm going to put it in my belly. And I might post a video about it. I don't know. Yeah, I want to focus on, I guess, if people want to, if the content for making shorts, because I'm literally just like, cooking something, like take a little video, posting it. And I mean, honestly, I just like the videos of things like sizzling and shit like that. They seem to be doing really good. I'm just playing around with that. I mean, I got all these great ass old cookbooks that have all these recipes that people don't even cook anymore. Everybody's doing the same fucking 30 things, and it's just getting kind of old. So, I figured bring back some of the Raymond Oliver cooking techniques. Or what about Rick Bayless? What the hell is Rick Bayless up to nowadays? I know he's got a YouTube channel. I just subscribed to him today. Or what about Charlie Adode? I got his book right here, Recipes and Rambles. I got this from Cherie, and it's about Adele's, which is a place that was a hotspot in Nevada with a bunch of really great cuisine, but it's no longer open. Or didn't it? I believe it closed down. But it's got all this dude's recipes and shit in here, and it's just inspiring. Honestly, I figured, we've been working our asses off, and honestly, we made a lot of money, but we spent just as much as money, and we fucking paid off some shit, and we got all our bills. We got this stupid fucking car that I love, but got to pay for that shit. So, got to go out there, fucking do work orders and shit, which is what I've been doing a lot, if anybody actually cares to know, been pulling a lot of cable, been installing a lot of equipment for restaurants and different things. Actually, a shitload of coffee shops lately. I did a couple of coffee shops, been setting those things up pretty directly, and it's been really nice setting them up. Because you basically get to get it all done right the first time when we freaking get it in there. And it's just really funny because I haven't seen a whole lot of these people coming through and, doing it like I do. And I think people look at me as being a little funny, but, I get the job done with minimal shit. I get the job done, and sometimes people are like, so you just got that ladder in a backpack and you're gonna fucking set this whole shit up? I don't fucking believe that. And I'm just like, oh, you better believe it, bitch, because it's about to happen. Ha! And it does every single time. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And I do see that we actually got ourselves a freaking donation or something like that right there. Yeah, I do see that. Here's a donation coming in. It was from Virginia Olson. $2 super chat. Virginia Olson, thank you so much. We appreciate your $2 donation. I know things have been difficult for you in the past, but you know what? Every little bit counts. Thanks you for monetizing the stream today, because as we have told you time and time again, when we do content, if somebody just donates the minimum, which is $2, by the way, I think that's the minimum that YouTube makes you donate. That's the only thing that even makes anything going. And Virginia Olson says that she's been busy cooking for the old folks home, which is good, I guess. You know, cooking seems to be the thing to do. I like to start cooking around Christmas. I mean, there's been a while where I just hadn't been inspired to do any kind of cooking, but I know my health hasn't been the greatest as of late as well. So, you know I need to start losing some weight. I'm a fatty. You know, I'm getting older. I'm about to be 40 in a couple years. Like, I need to get this shit right. Because if not, I'm never going to get a woman. And I'm never, ever going to get married or whatever. Because, I still want to get married. I still need to have kids or whatever. I can't let my motherfucking brother be the only one. Not to mention my sister, she already got a bazillion kids. It's not a bazillion. There's like 7 of them. 7 or 8. I don't know. Maybe there's, no. 7, 8, 9. I don't fuck. 7, maybe 8. I can't remember. There's a lot of them. Anyways, so whatever. My brother, I think he's got 2 kids now. My brother's got 2 kids now. I got no kids. I got no wife. I don't really want to get divorced and all that shit. But the one thing is that I'm still kind of, holding it out, right? Holding it out for that one rich chick or whatever. That's just going to, I'm going to marry into money and then she's going to divorce me. But then I'm going to get half of her shit and I'm going to be all rich and shit. I'm still holding out for that. Maybe I'll get one of those Jewish American princesses. Yeah, probably with my views on this whole Israel-Palestine crisis, that's probably never going to happen. So, there's options out there, I think, right? There's options. Maybe there's options. I don't know if there's options. I guess I just have to give in, Defango. Start watching other people's videos and doing worthless content. You'll get so much more popular. Yeah. Which makes me think that I should start watching some of these cooking videos that are out here and then critiquing them and then cooking them myself, but then doing it better, or being all like, that shit's weak as fuck, man. That pan is way too hot. Because I have a really interesting philosophy on all that stuff. And even more so, I like flavors, right? Like I want like 4 or 5 things in the dish. I ain't trying to do all this crazy shit these motherfuckers are doing sometimes. I want the classics. I want it to be good. I want it to taste nice. And I want it to be repeatable, because fuck all this shit where it's like, oh, you gotta have the gastronomy little beads and then it's all deconstructed and you gotta eat it like this. Like, what the fuck? Okay, maybe pour some shit on some shit, sprinkle on some shit. That's like, oh, that's fine. If I gotta fucking, get a goddamn PhD to eat some shit, or have a fucking waiter be like, okay, you gotta do this and this, and then this, and then you gotta add this to this, and then you did this. Yeah, no, fuck that. I don't want to do that. I don't like it. I mean, I like the molecular gastronomy shit, but I don't know. That's right. That's actually a good idea right there. Jimmy Faye's Griff Master Cooking Show. We could do a Griff Master Cooking Show. We could do it up. We could. I could do a cooking show, but it takes a lot of work. And I got to figure out the angles and the live stream. I got to get fucking wires over there, or some kind of IP camera or some shit. Can I afford that shit? No. But we'll figure it out. I know I was using my phones not that long ago. I might be able to get something like that set up, but it would have to be, something. Most of these guys are like, they just got a camera and they're cooking and then they suck at cooking. And I want it to be all like dope, or like pans in and then it looks at my face and I'm all like, because you don't understand, when I'm in the kitchen, it's like, I don't act like this. Very docile, subtle. Right? It ain't about fucking doing anything. Cooking's easy as shit. You're like trying to cook a steak. You know what you do? You get the fucking pan hot. Not too hot. hot enough. And then you put the fucking snake in it. And it starts making the sizzle. And guess what you fucking do? Nothing. You stand there like a bitch. You having a nice day today? Yeah. Me too. I'm starting to smell the caramelization. Oh, don't fucking touch it, bitch. What are you doing? Oh, I think I got my first note of the burn. Let's flip it. And you don't touch it again. Yeah, it's real fucking hard to cook, right? Everybody's always in a hurry and they want to make things as hot as possible. You know, to me, I'm not like that. That's the one thing that, you know, when I was working at a 400 cover restaurant, and sometimes, you know, those guys would be cooking on the fire where it was like cranked up to the max and they're just coming off and putting it on, coming off and putting it on. And when I was doing it, I was like, I would get it to the right temperature, have it real low, and I wouldn't even be fucking with it. I'd have like 8 of them going, and I'd just be like, psst, you know, just, and they'd be all like, you know, fucking going all crazy and shit, you know, fucking basted, I'm fucking basted, and I'd be like, and they would hate it, but then all my shit would always be up on time and it'd be perfect. Like, how does he fucking do that? It's called relaxing, motherfucker. Have you tried it? Have you tried to relax before? I mean, I know there's 37 different things that you have to do. You don't got to freak out about 37 different things. You just have to plan it out efficiently. Every time that your brain ticks or whatever, you know, just change your focus. It's easy. Maybe not easy. I don't know. What is up? Have to kill me first. What up? Nice to see you. Yeah. All the ingredients cost money and food is expensive enough. Exactly. That's why I'm trying to go into super basics where I got to start making my own butter because I feel like I have a pretty decent source of heavy whipping cream and just regular, you know, like heavy whipping cream and then whipped. What is it? I don't know. Heavy whipping cream. Because all you need is that and, you know, one of them fucking, what do you call those fucking things? Stand mixer. You could use a hand mixer, but a stand mixer. I got to get one of those. I got an air fryer. You can't see it, but you can kind of see it. Like, that's half of it right there. I didn't really want to buy it because I'm poor as fuck right now, but I don't like turning on the oven because it makes it really hot in here. So the air fryer is much better. And I used it for the first time. I just got it. I was like, made some French fries, and I was like, already way fucking better than the oven. Already way better. Already better. Imagine if you were doing a live cooking show. That's what you get you internet fame in a good way. Yeah, that would be really interesting, right? You know, be doing all my cooking shit. Because I actually do, you know, like I know how to do all of the fun stuff. Me just watching me cook is probably a really funny thing, you know, like, damn, that's like probably a pretty good idea. And I've always been afraid to do that, my friends. You know, you guys are probably like, Defango afraid? Yeah, Defango's afraid of a lot of things. Defango's afraid of actually dying again and not being able to come back because, you know, it's scary out there, cuz just cold, dark, and black. I didn't like it. And I mean, we saw all that other shit stuff too, but I don't want to not exist. Right? Like, that's the thing that scares people the most, right? But, you know, do you have a fear of it? Of course, you're afraid of dying. But you know you're gonna die and you're not gonna exist anymore or whatever. And you're just gonna be fine with it, right? That's what they tell you. But I've always, you know, also been afraid of that. It's because, you know, failure is a thing that I feel like I've had to deal with. You know, like I tried to be a successful creator, fucking fail. Try to be a successful streamer. Fucking fail. Do it again. Do get some success. Fucking fail again. And, you know, I always look at it as a bunch of failures. And culinary school for me was like a great time because like I feel like I had a lot of successes. You know, like I got on some TV shows. I got to hang out with some really interesting characters and actually help them out in, you know, meaningful ways. So it was like, oh yeah, you know, like you're the epic chef and shit like that, but I can also fix your fucking computer, right? You know, and then do it, or, you know, and it's been many years and I've been like working at a bunch of different restaurants and stuff, installing their technology and, you know, looking over at the stove and seeing these guys cooking and shit. And then, you know, Spot just being all like, hey man, come here, do it like this. And then they're just like, wait, what the fuck? How did you know about cooking? And be like, yeah, motherfucker. I know about cooking. You're doing it wrong. You know, I told a fucking executive chef of his fucking restaurant, he's like cutting fucking tomatoes one by one, like little cherry ass tomatoes. I was like, excuse me, chef, what the fuck are you doing? And he was like, who are you? And I was like, I'm fixing your guys' fucking internet right now. And I was like, bro, do you literally cut every single one of those like that with the paring knife? And he was like, yep. And I was like, I take all of them and I pour them on a plate, and then I get another plate, stick it on the top, and then I get a big motherfucking knife, and I go, Rip! Then I was like, you do pretty much a whole a whole little thing of those things every time you do one cut, doing like 5 minutes as opposed to the fucking hour that you're just. I was like, maybe it makes it better. You're sitting there just like that guy's fucking. Cut every one of those motherfuckers in half? I don't think so. Efficiency, right? Be done. Efficiency, my friend. You need to make sure you get all the good things. You got to make it good. You got to make it fast. So yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking about, right? Like if we did a cooking live stream, it would have to start out real shitty. Everything have to be looking real janky. Actually, you know what? We already got that down. Actually, we got the jank set up. Cool. I just got to figure out how I'm going to wire up cameras and shit. I mean, if I do it, I want to do it with like some half-ass decent like Ethernet cameras. Like I moved my router right here so I could like run some Ethernet over there, but I don't really want to. I can't really tag into the walls and stuff like that. So I'm going to have like fucking cables and shit running down here that I'm going to tape down or some shit. So I'm like cleaning everything. I kind of want to move everything, but you know, there's a lot of work to do. I haven't moved this setup. You know, this has basically been the angle the whole entire time. I'm finally like getting a little bit more room so I can like move stuff out of here and have some more space. So I'm thinking like, yeah, we'll start it up doing cooking, but you know, like I want to go back over all the different skills. Like I've been making chicken stock a lot, and some people are like, why are you doing that? I'm like, why am I doing that? Coming up with a consistent recipe, you know? But that's the problem with doing recipes is like, you got to do it like 100 times, bro. You don't think that you got to do it 100 times, but you should. That's what McDonald's does. Maybe not 100 times. They do it 10 times. But you got to figure it. If you're going to make something, you got to make it 10 times before you can truly say that you can make it good, right? There's people out there like, well, I work at a restaurant, right? You know, I make it one time and then, you know, I got to make it again. I could do that, sure, but you ain't really good at doing something until you can do it consistently. So you got to consistently come up with the recipes, right? Like you try stuff. And the way that I cook is I don't like to write shit down. I don't like to measure shit because I know that, you know, a pinch of my hand is this much, you know, this part of my hand is this much, you know, like that's the way I measure shit. You know, I eyeball it because, you know, like my brain's a supercomputer. So when I pour that shit, I'm calculating exactly how much I'm pouring by watching the milk come out of the bottle and shit like that, and calculating the phase density with the sizing and how it goes. Anyways, you don't need to whip out all that shit, but I process all that shit, you know, when I'm doing it. Right. But some people, they need to measure shit or whatever. And I mean, you're never going to get into that situation until you do it a lot. So I figured start with everything that I learned in the culinary school aspect. And what was one of the first things that they taught you how to make? And that's stock, right? You know, I've been making chicken stock, and I think I have a pretty good recipe for it. It's very caramely, beautiful, delicate flavor when it's reduced into the syrup. So I think I like it. Now it's just refining it and then having to remake it all because Sherry was like, well, I don't want any, I want it all organic. And I'm like, I couldn't even find any organic carrots. They were gone. There was no fucking, what do you want from me? So over the next day or so, we're going to do more chicken stock, and then I'm going to try to find me some at least beef bones or some decent, you know, deals on some meat with some bones that we can use in order to make a nice, you know, demi-glace brown stock. Because that's what you got to do first is all the sauces. You got to figure out sauces first and, you know, understand what they are and how to apply it, because there's really not that much protein. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to grill it? You're going to saute it? You're going to braise it? You're going to bake it? Who the fuck bakes shit? People that don't like the flavor of their food. That's who fucking bakes shit. Oh, and bakers. And I ain't got a problem with bakers. I used to be a baker. I used to make fucking cakes and shit. I used to love that shit. Why don't I bake now? Because that shit's expensive, homie. And I got that fucking oven right there. So uneven. I tried to make bread one time. This is some bad bread. I mean, it tasted all right. It just didn't look very good. Maybe it was just my skills, but I don't know. So yeah, we gotta get a mixer. Gotta get one of those KitchenAid fucking things. That's pretty much all you really need. You need a good mixer, decent stove, maybe an air fryer, so you don't have to like fry shit in the oven. That sucks. Just never fry shit in the oven, bro. So yeah, we'll come up with aprons. I was looking at chef coats and shit like that I could wear, because I used to just wear a black one with the short sleeves or whatever. I used to always wear a black chef coat with the black short sleeves, and then I used to either have if it was a cold area, a beanie or a bandana. But usually it's not it was a special bandana for my sweat, because you know I sweat a lot right here. This area of my head, I call it the sweat line, just right here. It's just like fucking, you know, it pours whenever I'm doing any rigorous physical activity. Just think of this mass over you, just sweating right all over you. I know, just the fucking picture you wanted to see. But yeah, sweaty. So you know that. Get on there and be like, all right, look, guys, welcome to a jackass teaches you how to cook. Maybe not a jackass, a dumbass. No, gotta do something positive. We'll have to come up with the name. A grifter teaches you how to cook, and then we could go through all these different people's videos, watch them, critique them, and then maybe do their own. Need a Tommy Chong bandana? What do you mean, a Tommy Chong bandana? Yeah, nice. I would do a chef beanie, Susu. But they don't really make chef beanies. And honestly, I don't like the top of my head being covered unless it's cold. So usually I just have like a bandana type deal, you know, all across the top. And then I got my bald ass head sticking out. But literally, it's only there to mop up the sweat, right? Like it's just a sweat soaking device. Yeah, it's a sweat soaking device. I don't know. Just telling you. Be done with it. Just telling you, you know, like I'm a French chef, but you know, after watching all these videos, it's funny because whenever I watch Marco Pierre White cook, it just makes me laugh because he's just so like, he's like a gargoyle. And he's just so chill. And people say like, this guy was a devil in the kitchen. He used to yell at people and shit like that. He made somebody fucking cry. Come on. I'll make you fucking cry. You fuck my shit up. You fuck my fucking chicken up, and I'm gonna fucking put your goddamn face in it. Sorry. What? So yeah, we'll have to do some Griff cooking. We'll have to definitely do some Griff cooking. What does it say? New Year's, I told everyone to contribute money and we'll order pizza. No more cooking for right now. I had 37 people fed at Christmas. 4 Proc Box going at the same time. Yeah. Nice. Dude, that'd be cool. Yeah. I mean, we could do a Griff cooking show. We could put all that stuff together. I think that'd be fun. Right? Because I got the only things I really like doing right now are Star Citizen and cooking. And I don't stream Star Citizen because I don't like getting stream sniped and harassed by people because, you know, like, that's all I've ever been gotten lately whenever I play the game. Like, people accuse me some of the craziest shit. So, you know, I feel like I need to turn the heat down because there's a lot of fucking conspiracy theories out there about me. They say that I'm a stream sniper. They say I'm a bad dude. Actually, I think I have... What did they say about me? Wait a minute. What did they fucking say about me? What did they fucking say about me? We have a place where we keep all of this stuff now. We have a place where we keep all of this now. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Why did that open there? I don't want that to open there. I'm over on this one. I'm over here on this one, you motherfucker. Excuse me. Pardon my French. Yeah, like just watching the chats in some people's YouTubes and honestly, or Twitters or Twitches, it's just like, here's one. Oh, sheesh. That Defango dude is a griefer member. He might not be alone. Oh, Defango is griefernet. Killed him and his buddies the other day with my friends. You fucking liar. You didn't kill me. James, the real engineer, your server must be forward. Someone's trying to get in, get people to log out to open up a spot. Yeah, I'm actually having a lot of fun salvaging shifts. Yeah, so apparently people really know that I'm a GrieferNet member now, which is fine with me. Like this other person, Captain Janeway, individual we used to play with on the Cobra Force, one of the more toxic individuals that was a part of the Cobra experience, you know, very, very high ego of themselves, likes to other people and point out that everybody else is doing wrong, but then does shit like this. So it's like, I'm the toxic one, but I don't really talk to people about that other than through my live stream, and I don't even talk about it. It's been years, but this is what they say about me. I wouldn't even engage them. I would also suggest checking your friends list thoroughly and banning those people. Watch out for him too. Ban his order for him. He's a no contact. He's a bad dude too. Yeah, Defango. Defango, that guy's a fucking bad dude. The guy that fucking solves internet mysteries and shit. And, you know, is all humble about it and stuff. If they get stalked into non-existence almost. That guy, he's the bad dude. The one that's got all those nasty internet lies out there about him. I'm the bad dude. Damn. Don't you just love that shit? Like that's me in the Star Citizen community. So I just don't see any Star Citizen content for me being able to take off because I'm just a hated individual in that community. And, you know, maybe it's just because I joined GrieferNet, right? Like I joined GrieferNet. I joined him. I'm a griefer. He's a griefer now. Although, you know, contrary to people's popular beliefs out there, I actually do have proof on when I joined GrieferNet, like officially, because it's really crazy, like to me, that I've been hearing throughout the community from different people that they were like, yeah, Cobra TV has really been spreading a lot of bad information about you. He says that you're a bigot. They had to throw you out of the org because you were doing a bunch of bad stuff and you were like against gay people. And I was like, really? That's weird. A bisexual man is against gay people? That doesn't seem right. I'm not allowed to use certain words around you guys when you ask me to use them. That's kind of crazy. But what I found out is that they thought that I was a GrieferNet member all this time, which is like years. Like I started playing that game 2018. They think it's been along that time. But the reality is you know, there's my new account. You know, I didn't even join until very recently in their server or whatever. Didn't even really have any contact with them. And since then, now retroactively anything that Griefernet has done, I have been involved with, apparently. Which apparently there's a lot of stuff that allegedly went around. Like apparently some chick tried to get, Cobra's marriage all tossed up, and she was a member of Griefernet, and now I'm getting blamed for that because I set that up. Cobra's walking around with guns on his live stream on his hip and shit, trying to act all tough like he's gonna shoot somebody because people have harassed him in his house, which is not true. Doesn't seem like it's true. What, you say you got swatted, Cobra? Cobra, I've been swatted multiple times. I've had people come after me. I've had all that stuff happen. Everything that you're thinking is happening to you is all in your head. You're just a fucking loser playing Star Citizen at your house. Ain't nobody gonna come over there and fuck with you whatsoever. And I mean, if you think that, you really need to separate yourself from those toxic ass motherfuckers that you basically have in control of your entire life, which is crazy. Crazy. That's the one thing that I'll never have, which is probably why we don't grow some, is because I don't allow other individuals' personalities or lack thereof personalities to dictate how this place goes, right? We don't give other people control over things. And you've seen that when you relinquish just the tiniest bit of control to individuals, it goes to their fucking heads. And they believe that they're owed all this stuff, even though your show, you're the one that made the rules, right? I mean, we saw that kind of shit with Glenn, and we definitely saw that kind of shit with Atlas when he was on here, because there's opportunists and then there's people that basically want to control a narrative. And I mean, I got dead ass evidence of people in the Star Citizen community working together collectively 2 years after they kicked me out of their org to badmouth me, just because they saw my name in a live stream or because they saw my name on a server in a game. And then they're trying to say, oh, he's a bad guy. He's a fucking evil dude. I'm just like, bro, what? Are you kidding me, dude? Like, that's the worst that you got, motherfucker? What about the QAnon shit? What about that? What about the Seth Rich stuff? Let's talk about that shit. Oh, no, he's a bad dude. He's going to come to your house and spying you and shit. It's just like, come on, dude. Like, I don't even fucking care about half of that shit, but I should. So it makes you wonder, this evil dude can make a pretty good steak. This evil dude can do all this cooking and stuff. This evil dude does all this work. And, I'm not like some of these other people that are faking having certain illnesses so that they can grift off of their community continuously. Like, oh, I had this syndrome and I keep having the same thing happen to me over and over and over again. So come over here and pay me money. Oh, hi, Lunchy. What's up, my love? What's up, my munchers? She's like, Daddy, don't be talking all that shit, Daddy. Oh, I'm going to be talking all that shit, Lunchy. It's my show. I can do whatever I want. I can talk about all the bad shitheads however I feel. I can tell everybody the truth about them. But yeah, it's like, you get all these weird things, like there's no sense in, I mean, I want to post all my videos and stuff for Star Citizen, but it's like that community fucking hates me. So I have to earn my way back up to the top. And then I have to clear out all of the disinformation that all of these toxic psychopaths, like seriously, seeing Captain Janeway and Cobra TV members in multiple different live streams talking about me on multiple different days in multiple different ways and saying the same things. I mean, shit, dude. Like, who's really the toxic person? Like, if you guys don't want me to play with you, I don't play with you anymore. It's been years since I interacted with you. I show up on a server and I just say, hi, Cobra. And then all of a sudden shit hits the fan, to the point now where if I'm on a server, I don't even have to call them out. I got to just say, yay in the chat. And his fucking they will all just fucking leave because I'm toxic. And I'm like, yeah, I'm toxic. Just flying around, shooting people. Yee! Oh, you blew me up. Congratulations. You win the game. Like, come on. Yeah. 2024 is coming real soon. So I guess we're just going to have to bring the grip into the next level. But it just makes me laugh just thinking about how things have gone. It's like, You don't even have to worry about it. But, dude, people get mad, dog. People get mad. People get super mad. Like, I knew it. I had a guy literally in the game on Star Citizen calling me D, that word right there, and that word right there. He's a streamer. Yeah. He's a streamer. Gotta love those people. Yeah, dude, like, streaming community is super toxic. All of them think that they're the greatest that ever was. They got to call themselves queens and shit. Oh, I'm queen so-and-so. I'm doing a fucking 24-hour stream. Pay me money. Yeah, we should do a subathon right now. Yeah, dude, Defango subathon. Just keep giving it to me, and then I'll just keep moving my little shirt up higher and higher and higher until you get them titties. What's up? No, that probably won't work. Yep, that probably won't work, but I could try it anyway. You should try it anyway. Maybe I should try it anyway. I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that I looked at the rankings, right? You guys ever looked at the streamer rankings? And I looked at the most watched Twitch streams, and I was pretty surprised that Kai Cenat was the number one ranked streamer with 1,856 hours streamed and 115 million hours watched, which is a fucking shitload, which is an ass load, which is a lot. That's a ton. That's more than I ever thought it would have been. Yeah. It kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? No, it doesn't make any sense at all. Actually, it's a little bit insane to me. Think about that. But, you know, XQC, the most paid streamer, only got 79 million, which is still crazy considering that he's still getting paid about $1 million for each of those hours. Yeah. Which is crazy. I mean, dude, people be watching lots of streamers. Streamers are the big content. That's what people want to be seeing. They want random idiot assholes opinions. So more power to them, I guess. I don't know. We're going to be at least phasing ourselves into being a much more chefly channel. Maybe even learning how to make some chefly videos and doing some chef live streams. And we'll still keep posting some of this, you know, just like sit and talk. I want to at least do like a weekly show of some kind, you know. I think that would be good, but it'd be really cool to like at least every day have some kind of cooking content set up, which would be a lot of work, but technically shouldn't be a lot of work because you should be making at least one meal at your house every single day, maybe two. So I think we could probably actually get it rocked out. Although if we were to actually set something up pretty big, I mean, the biggest issue that I guess we have is that the only person that I really have eating my food is me. Sherry could eat some of it, but, you know, all the really cool stuff that takes tomatoes and stuff, she can't eat any of that stuff, allegedly, so we can't give it to him. Can't let him have it. Can't let him go. But it is what it is, guys. It's fine. So at least you have a good idea where we're going with this particular situation, how we're going to move forward, since the Griftcast still needs to have a grift. I don't mean, it's such a great name. I don't want to give it up because obviously somebody's going to steal it almost immediately. So that's what we're going to do. You know, we'll figure it out. We'll try to make sure that we have it all set up and ready to go. But we're going to need your support. So chop, money now. Got to get all kinds of shit. Nah, it's fine. Actually, we got at least a little bit of work set up for the next year. Going to be doing a little bit of driving to at least make the ends meet. And hopefully we can figure out how we're going to get at least going. But I'm working on at least having a menu of stuff to kind of come through. It's just more or less coming up with a good way of controlling it all while we're actually in the kitchen, since we don't actually have anybody to do that. Well, I guess we'll have to figure it out. We will though. But at least you guys know, like, kind of like what's going on. Much rather talk about any of that than anything that I'm like looking at it on the Google News tracker, right? Like, ooh, what do we got? Top stories Donald Trump 2024 election primaries. Dramatic flooding in Santa Cruz. Oh, wow, that sucks. Nikki Haley says, of course, Civil War was about slavery, following criticism that she forgot to talk about slavery. Right, yeah. Honestly, news seems like ass, bro. You know, news kind of seems like it sucks. Kind of figure like we got to get back into our swing of things. Got to figure out what our content schedule and structure is going to be. Figure out what people like. So see what the algorithm will actually want to feed up. And it seems like right now, feeding the algorithm cooking is getting us at least some decent views. And we're just putting up shorts. So hopefully if we do some kind of like long form content on that, it's going to go good, which will eventually lead us into actually being able to do a whole on, live stream of it, which would be cool. I think it would be cool, like food content is where I'm at. I'm always at restaurants and shit, whether I'm fucking eating or fixing shit or working. So we might as well just have a channel focused on all of it. So that's where we're going with it. And I mean, I'm sorry if some of you guys wanted to have more news and stuff. I don't know. I just kind of sometimes don't really know what to do. Like we've been doing everything so bad and wrong all the time, trying to figure out what's right. I mean, we could stream for 5 hours a day, but the thing is what do you do to fill that time? Some people just drive around and they fucking got like watching other people's videos and shit. I mean, hell, if we could keep that up, then anything's possible, I would have to say. But at least the probability for me is that, hey, I want to make sure that we're there, we're getting consistent viewership over on Rumble. We got 20 people watching, 21 people watching over on the good Rumble. And what we got over on YouTube, we got 32 people watching on the YouTube concurrent, which is pretty crazy. And then over there on Twitch, we never get any viewership, but it's fine. But I feel like cooking, working on some recipes, and eventually, putting out a cookbook. We're still working on our other book. Like I keep deleting everything and rewriting it because I don't feel like what happened to me is important enough to put into words, but I know it is. I just don't want to do it. Not yet. But I feel like, hey, maybe we work on some recipes, we start putting out some stuff, kind of do it like they did with Julia Child, instead of not Julia Child, we're going to do a different guy. We're going to try to start cooking all of his recipes and then just keep building upon them, because that's really all the cooking's about. Figuring out and mastering the techniques. And then once you got the techniques down, improving those techniques so that you can make them better, faster, harder, stronger, and then eventually teach other people how to make the same thing. That's exactly what I think what we should be doing, which feels good, to be perfectly honest, because I don't see a lot of people trying to do that kind of thing right now. Okay. I don't really see nobody. I mean, there's people that like have fun little streams and stuff like that. And there's, obviously a lot of really good channels out there that do cooking content. So I figured might as well do something with all that money that we spent on learning how to cook and give it out to the rest of the people, right? And yeah, it's probably like the biggest fuck you I could get a LaCour on Blue. Like, do it and make sure it's like all the LCB recipes and shit like that for half of it, but then never call them out or shout them out for anything until they'd be like, you went to our schools in America. Well, you guys don't have schools in America no more, motherfuckers. Y'all fucked that shit up, didn't you? Yeah, but it's going to be a lot of work. I'm going to have to start piecemealing and buying stuff together. And then, rearranging the kitchen a little bit so that we can have a space. I need to get rid of those fucking food boxes and get like a proper table over there. And then I think if I got a proper table over there, I could set up the cameras and stuff over on the counter that way and then another way, so I could show people what I'm making and then still get a decent angle of me cooking it. Yeah. I'm putting it all together in my brains, friends. And it feels good. Right? Because eventually I feel like it'll be a big thing. Yeah, and with all the shit that's going on in the country right now, I don't really even care about talking about the fucking news, bro. Who gives a shit about the propaganda? We tried that, bro. we tried that. We did all right. We got fucked because of it. You know, I can't see us getting screwed for cooking. I just can't see that happening. Like, you know, I really want something good for myself. I really need to make something out of myself in the next 10 or 20 years. Or, you know what? It's going to be a real shitty 65 to death, I think. Right? You know, we need to get back on that track. And I think that I was there a couple years ago, you know, Taco with Tracy DeWitt, you know, working with all these other interesting chefs and stuff. You know, the only thing I ever needed was a chance to actually succeed and be at the restaurants. It's just, that's not the way that I have to do it. I guess I got to build something else on my own, start from the scratch, get on the basics, and then eventually use my platform to just be like, hey, your cooking sucks. Here's how you could fix it. And then I'm sure people are going to come at me with that shit all the time too, but that's okay. That's how you make content, right? So that's what we're going to have to do. And we'll have the Grift Master. I mean, you know, cooking's a grift. It's a grift oldest time, my friends. Cooking was like one of the first grifts. It goes prostitution, cooking. First grift, prostitutes. That's a pure grift right there. Because that pussy is free. But they charge it for it. And you know what? Food's a grift too, because you know what? They were grabbing that shit for free. They were just like, yo, dude, I had like 20 of these bowls. I can get a new one every couple of days. You know what I'm saying? I just went and picked these fucking mushrooms and I sold them to you. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. So let's get to basics. Let's figure out a decent meal strategy for us to eat and get thinner, because I've already lost a bit of weight, as you can see, but we're going to get even more svelte. But, you know, we're going to do it through diet on our own, although we'll probably still end up staying fat because I love butter. Oh, I love butter. But we'll see it. But yeah, we'll have Griftcast, stainless steel and cast iron pans, Griftcast, everything. All of it. I mean, I want it to be Defango, but you can't really use that name anywhere anymore. It's kind of sullied. Whose fault is that? That's my fault. Can't blame anybody else but myself because they hate me. Why do they hate me? They hate me because they hate me because they could just never be me. They could never be that guy that got the traumatic brain injury that came back to life multiple times, that, you know, just does shit sometimes effortlessly. And that's the thing, is like, if we're going to do this, we got to do it with little effort, right? We got to be able to roll with the tongue. It's got to be improvisational, fantastic. And it draws me back to my friend Super Tall Paul. Like, he must have seen that a long time ago when he just is like, who wants to cook grilled cheese? And I'm making that grilled cheese all funny as fuck. And he's like, dude, you were doing that so good that I want you to have you here, and you're just going to do that. That's going to be your job. And it's just going to make the show that much better. And it did. It really did. And then I go and I look at his stuff online, and I see that he's like actually coming back forward. And honestly, I just wish that I could get music like him on the scene, bro. I wish we could get that kind of music. That's the only thing I'm missing. Some fucking music. You know what I'm saying? Just missing some music. You know? That's what we're missing. We're missing a little silliness. You know? It's like watching Super Tall Paul's weird ass shit. Just figuring it. I just need that. Boom, 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 boom. I should have fucking learned how to do this. But can't be that hard to be a loot master, right? This guy's got a couple of suitcases and a fucking dream. He should be the most popular. He should be the most popular guy doing this right now, and he should have more views. Just keep posting, dude. People don't know they need this. They don't know they need it, but they know they need it. They don't know they need it, but they know they need it. See, that's what we're missing. We just need some like guy on the live stream doing music and shit the entire time, you know, like running the show. Like a real fucking show. They using a vocoder? Is that a fucking vocoder, dude? Where did that even come from? Where did that fucking bass line come from? Did he do that with his mouth? How? I watched this guy do this shit for fucking years, and I still have no fucking idea how he did any of this stuff. I should have paid more attention. I know it's in there, and I know what he's doing, but I can't figure. It still hasn't processed in a way that I can understand it. All I know is I need a looping pedal and a microphone and some instruments. Do this. And a KitchenAid mixer. So I'd be cooking and then just break out into song. Like I really wanted to be. I also had a dream of being like Weird Al when I was a kid and doing parodies of songs. So I do that all the time. Like I'll be hearing a song live and then I'll just be like making up my own words to it. I could do it. Oh yeah, we would have to have guest Jimmy phase. I would ultimately want to have a guest where I would be like, all right, you're going to sit here and I'm going to cook you some food. We're going to talk about some shit while I'm cooking the food and maybe you can help me or whatever. But I probably wouldn't have them help me because they're going to fuck it up anyway, you know? Unless they're like a good cook, then maybe I'll let them help me. Yeah, I miss hanging out, listening to music. It's too bad that you can't do that on YouTube. I mean, we could hang out, listen to music on Rumble and on Twitch. Maybe probably Kick too, but we can't do it on YouTube anymore. It's too much of the fucking copyright strikes and shit be happening. They're always trying to shut you down over every little thing, which is lame. And, you know, like playing your ads all the time. Yeah, that's a flute. He's on the flute right now. I mean, how much shit can this fucking thing loop together? Like, Jesus fucking Christ, it's like, it's so layered. But if you look at this back here.
Well, that's it for me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me here on a new way. I've never tried this like this. If you can't just have one, you might as well have as many as you can. As many as me as you can is a lot of fun. Thank you. At least that's what I'm going for. Thank you. Well, I thank you and you and you and you and thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being a friend with me in between.
Bringing porn stars in as guest chefs? How the fuck am I gonna get porn stars on my show? What do you think? I got fucking Riley Reid on fucking speed dial? Be all like, yo, Riley Reid, I loved you in that gangbang that one time. Yeah. So I'm running a show and we're doing cooking. And basically, I'm like a chef that's cooking you food and then you're gonna eat it, but we're gonna talk about shit like current events and stuff or whatever. No, you don't have to be naked. Actually, it is preferable for you to wear clothes, but it's YouTube, so you know. I've seen your YouTube channel, and it's basically you in the underwears and shit. We could definitely deal with that over here. I just don't know what you're gonna do about like grease spatters and shit like that. Maybe wear an apron. Yeah. I don't know if that would work, but we could try, I guess. I mean, I don't know. How do you get porn stars' numbers? Is there like an agent? Do we like find a porn star agent? Maybe we get some of them Twitch streamer porn stars, or the porn stars turn Twitch streamers. Yeah, that'd probably be easier. Which ones are on Twitch? There was that one, Adriana Chenik, and then that other one. Yeah. What are you talking about? Porn stars and food don't go together. I'm pretty sure porn stars and food go together. Pretty sure every porn star likes food. Pretty sure. But we would need guests, It's like looking at some of the content that these guys be posting up here. It's just kind of crazy, dude. Thinking about what they did. All the different specials that they put together.
Snowflakes stop falling. That's the windows blue. Memories start calling.
Yeah. I should have really learned how to play more instruments, I think. I mean, I know how to play instruments. I just don't understand how to do how to make the notes into the thing. I don't know. I know the sounds a little bit, but like tablature and all that other shit. Yeah, I could do it for like the clarinet, like wood instruments, but kind of a pain in the ass. I don't know. One finger don't move that way. Maybe I need to play guitar like this. I don't know. Then I have to relearn everything again to get a different size of guitar. It just seems like a lot of fucking work. Whatever. Everything seems like a lot of work until you actually try it. Then you realize that it's a lot more work than you even thought was possible. But that's okay. I've tried to do as much good shit as I possibly can. And, I think we're doing all right. Maybe we could get lucky and do a show like the Hot Ones, invite celebrity guests on and have them come on. But who would be a celebrity guest? I know some celebrities, but I would never ask them to do anything with me. I don't want those nice people to associate themselves with this piece of shit. That's why I don't like taking pictures with motherfuckers or anything like that. It's because I realized a couple years ago that, I'm always going to be seen as a bad boy. Is a bad dude. There's no reason to sully somebody that's got a good reputation with the bad dude's reputation. Which is why at first I never really got mad about the whole Cobra TV incident. I just figured, you know what? Fuck it. They've been trying to get rid of me and they got rid of me. But now that I know that they're still on it 2 years later and saying some horrendous shit about me, it just is like, damn, bro. I don't think we're ever going to get out from under that stuff, and I don't think that we should even try anymore. Just like we don't even try to deal with any of the cicada shit anymore, right? We don't even deal with the QAnon stuff anymore. It's because we already said what doesn't need to be said, and anything else is just bullshit. And if somebody's trying to come up with less information, it doesn't have all the facts, I don't even need to worry about that shit at this point. Just need to look into the future, into the next big good thing to cook and eat, and the next cool piece of content. Because if we're going to spend time together sitting here, you and I, enjoying and co-creating in this space, I want to be able to talk to my people. I want to be able to I want my people to let me know that I'm not a piece of shit, even though that's what I say about myself all the time. Right? I just want to have a good time with good people where you don't have to worry about a lot of bad shit. What the hell? Did I miss a freaking donation? I did miss a donation. Happy holiday jam. Strangest Christmas yet. Much love and Merry Christmas. Thank you, Plunderbus, for the 5577 through the Streamlabs, man. We appreciate that shit. I didn't even notice it because I had to turn off the alerts, or I had to put the alerts on a limited pause because people were abusing them. Yes. So, Cookie, music, Star Citizen every now and again. I think it'll be all right. I mean, I got lots of Star Citizen videos and content, but half of this shit I probably can't even post on the internet. But we still have fun, right? I've been having a lot of fun. I've been trying to have a lot of fun. trying to have a good ass time with all of it. Really taking people down. Really just being an asshole. Yeah. Well, I enjoy it though. I enjoy my time. I enjoy the things that we've been doing lately. We've been having such a fine time lately, I would have to say.
Docking denied.
Docking denied. Yeah,
Yep.
I'd like to get Super Tall Paul on to play music, but you know, he's like a professional, you know, needs to get paid money or something like that. I ain't got that kind of shit. I ain't got that kind of shit. Oh, I've been spending my time around as just becoming a better pilot. Till I'm one of the best pilots in the verse and I will take on anyone. Well, I'll take on anybody now. There's like a very short list of people that could kill me. And most of them could kill me because my control settings were fucked up. But now that Ginger's helped me fix all that shit, I'm actually even fucking people up even harder now. So in about a week or so, I'm going to start just killing every single good streamer that's out there. Like I had one of them come after me the other day. Here's some footage of it. He had 3 of the people in his gang come after me and himself included. And they got clapped. Fucking clapped. And he's the bounty hunter streamer. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I hear you could kill all those other guys pretty easily and you couldn't kill me with 3 of your friends. So it seems like I need to go kill them now too and establish dominance. Yes, that's what we shall do. Establish dominance. Yeah. I mean, if they're going to be afraid of us and log before we get on the servers and shit like that, we want to make it known that we can murder them very easily. And it doesn't matter what ship we're using. A lot of people are calling me a missile spammer. And you know what? I do spam missiles at people when I'm in my blue because that's how you're supposed to use it, you dumb shits. But when I'm flying around in my arrow and doing 3v1s, 4v1s and fucking all y'all up, you can't really talk shit about that now because I ain't got a bunch of missiles to shoot at you now, do I? Yeah. I like giving myself handicaps with a lot of these people, and I like sandbagging them extremely because, you know, like I don't want to be the best. That's not my goal. My goal is to be the ultimate wingman and then allow somebody else to take all of the credit for the most part, but secretly be the, you know, the OG or whatever. But it's about time. It's about time to make that break, if you know what I mean. I don't know. As far as I know, we got a lot of people to be hating. Yep. Yeah, do original music. They can't shut you down. I was trying to do original music, and even half of the sounds that I'm getting for my original music are copyrighted. So it's like, it's a problem, bro. It's a major problem trying to get all that stuff done. And trust me, like, I don't even know. Space loads. I just love like having so many different videos that I can go through. I have enough like Star Citizen content now to like hold so many gigs of content. I don't even have any of my cooking videos or whatever. Actually, hold up. Actually, let me see. Pull up my iCloud. Some cooking videos are in my iCloud. All the cooking videos are on my iCloud. And all my work videos are on the iCloud too. Like making the potatoes, doing some work shit earlier today. I fixed a couple of things, like those little screens or whatever. I had to install some of those. Made some food. You can see I got lots of this stuff saved up over here. But I like to like actually cook it. And you know, when I'm taking my videos, I'm trying to like take little 5-second snippets, clips, or whatever. But I like stuff like this. It's just like a sizzle. I like the sizzle. Go 1-800 porn stars. You think I could get porn stars like this? I love that noise. That fucking sound. Just listen to that all day. I made fettuccine alfredo a different way. You know, where you put the chicken in first. Just a variation on the same thing that we were doing the last time. It's the same thing we were doing the last time. And then you put the cheese. I just like that sound. Fuck it. I love it. The sound. Yeah, bitch. Look at that. Looks delicious. Not really, actually. I don't really like how that looked, to be perfectly honest. But, you know, we have a lot of stuff that we've been going through. I've even doing the chicken stock a lot, too. But I think I've found my balance of what I like. One boiler chicken, bones removed, carcass in, with equal parts carrots, onions, celery, with the nice dollop of garlic, a little bit of sriracha sauce, water, and the rest of whatever I had left over from the last one. There we go. That's right. As you can see, you know, we are doing work. It's not like we're not doing stuff. There has been some things that we have put together over time. I mean, shit, when I was doing all of this cooking stuff for Christmas, like, we did a lot of cooking for Christmas. Wrong button. I did a lot of cooking for Christmas. Like, I took a couple potatoes and yams, made some mashed potatoes and a yam puree. I liked when I do those. I like to roast them in the oven until the skins separate from the innards, and then I peel them, and then I pass that through a tammy, or, you know, just a strainer or whatever, like twice to make it really smooth, and then I mix in the butter, because that's all I did is just butter in that, maybe a little cream, just a little cream to start the creaminess. I did like some chickens and stuff, you know, like when I cook the chickens, I like to leave the skins on, season them heavily, let them marinate a little bit in their little saucy. But you can see that that's how I did it, right? And then I even marinated them with a little bit of oil and some wine, I believe. You see that I put a lot of salt and shit in there. That's like my own special mix. That's like my own special mix. I had to push the wine cork through. That's why I did that. Because I don't have a wine opener. Yeah, dude. You ever get your wine? Cook your chicken in wine, bitch? The one time I wear a glove. It's because I didn't want my hand to get all whiny. That's why. I didn't want it to get all purple and whiny. If not, I'm raw dogging that shit. I don't give a fuck. That shit don't hurt. If that burns you, get the fuck out of the kitchen. Actually, it'll probably burn everybody. They're not a superhuman like me. It's like, yeah, not a lot of people have that superpower or whatever, but yes, I am a member of the Fire Clan. I can manipulate the fire to an extent. Not fireproof, but, you know, fire resistant. Very fire resistant. And this is what I meant about the mashed potatoes. It takes a lot longer than you fucking think, motherfucker, with that little ass fucking thing. And I did that twice. It took a long time. But guess what? Those mashed potatoes were smooth as fuck. They were smooth as fuck. See, I had to show you the crisp on the chicken, you know? And then there's me going in there with my raw hand, motherfucker. You see that shit? Who's a bitch? Not me. It's a trick, motherfucker. I'm grabbing the bone. Do you see the bone right there? I grabbed the bone. That's the trick. Grab the bone. Don't get any of the oil on your hand or it's going to burn you. That's the trick, okay? See? Right there? Grab the bone. Grab the fucking bone. Get it? That's a bone. See? Look at how much I'm going through this shit. It's like, so it's like you're doing one thing and you got to do another thing. See, I grabbed the bone. You grab the bone. That's how you do that. It's not a magic trick. It's not a magic trick. I'm not superhuman, fire resistant, or anything like that. Just I'm smart. That's it. See, that's what the potatoes look like after you rice them. I did the same thing with the yams. I just didn't actually show me doing it with the yams. That chicken stock's looking mighty fine. That's just butter going into a pan. See, these are like, this is the kind of shit that I like watching. Most of my people I know traded their pots and pans in for air fryers and Instant Pots. Yeah, that's what fucking Sherry got. She got an Instant Pot. I don't even know what that fucking thing was when I saw it. I was like, what is that? Is that a rice cooker? Is that a what is that thing? I don't know. I was looking at the store today though. They look expensive as fuck. Nice little mince onion, small dice. Not exactly brunoise. My knife kind of sucks, so it's hard to get that. I didn't even show this, but this is me making a sauce for the ham that we had. Le hamon. First start by sweating onions in butter. Copious amounts of butter. And then, yes, make sure it's nice and sweated. Look at that sweat, bitch. That's the sweat that I'm looking for right there. And then, yeah, throw in your garlic, bitch. That's what I talk about. Yeah, you got to get that in there. Get that fragrant. You know? Don't want to burn it. Just want to get it nice and fragrant. Nice and fragrant. Yeah, air fryers are healthier. That's why I got an air fryer. But that's specifically just because I wanted to be able to fry things. I don't like fried things in oil. There's me taking the chicken out. Okay, maybe I didn't actually. There's no trick there. That's just. I'm just the G. I just grabbed that fucking hot ass chicken right out that pan from the oil. You can't do that. So it's like, you know, I'm making my coq au vin, but I'm making my coq au vin chicken in a different way. I'm sauteing it up, crisping it up, the chicken skins, and getting it going before I get the honey in my little pot over here. The honey. That was part of the glaze that went onto our, what do you call that? Ham. You can see that that's actually pretty good looking, right? And yeah, you got to let that homogenize with all of the butter, fats, and whatnot, and start heating up. That way it starts caramelizing the onions and garlic very quickly. And then you can see here, once it starts bubbling, I'm adding in some brown sugar, dark brown sugar, just to add that extra little kick. And then I'm just mixing that shit up until it gets nice and soupy. Making sure that I'm constantly stirring because I don't want it to really stick to the bottom of the pan, even though I'm not really worried about that. I just want it to be mixed. And then putting in a little bit of soy sauce. Yeah, I waited till now to put the soy sauce in so I'm not burning it on the bottom of the pan. And then after we got all that stuff done, we're going to add in some of that liquid gold chicken stock, and then we're going to let that all reduce. So it's like a chickeny goodness going all over the pork. Sweet hickory. It's pretty good. This is me deglazing my pan with that wine. And this is me starting the cocoa bun. First I deglaze with the wine, get everything off the bottom of the pan. And then I add everything back into it. More wine and reduce it all while I'm cooking. Right? You know, we got lots of little cooking videos. It's just harder to do it. Right now, I'm just, you know. You can only go so far with this. Okay? This is all I'm doing. Maybe if I had like a GoPro or something. Oop. Now I'm adding all of my vegetables and mirepoix mix into my coq au vin, and then I'm going to braise those vegetables in the white wine, or into the wine, for added depth of flavor. And then I'm going to serve these vegetables with my coq au vin. There's me just making sure that that mixture is getting homogenized so it gets to the point where I want it. Not quite there yet because it's not that right consistency. And then here's me adding some chicken stock into my mix just for that added flavor. Yeah, cooking with Griftcast is a good time, man. We got all that goodness. You see me here reintroducing the chicken for the rest of the braising action. And it's also going to make the chicken really purple. The Griff Kitchen. Griff Kitchen. And you can see me here, you know, pouring my mixture over the ham. I just bought a pre-sliced ham. And you can see. Yeah, that's it right there. That's looking pretty good. Then we got to get that. I just dropped some more brown sugar on it. Apparently, I didn't get enough video on that one. You know, just dropping brown sugar on it so it melts on the top of it. Just juices it up. Munchies love that shit. And, you know, same time braising the coq au vin. Just letting it, like, all marry together. Letting them juices fucking cook. And then this is the flip. Right, you know, you flip the chicken, kind of hard to see it, but it's starting to take on that purple color. That was the video of me in my pocket. And then, you know, the mashed potatoes, little cream. And a lot of butter. Just a little cream, a lot of butter. Mix it up. And then I did the yams a little bit differently. I put some butter and some cream into a pan first. Heated them up. And then I added in the yams. Main reason I did this is because the yam was pretty much cold by then. So I wanted it to be at least a little bit warm so that I could actually get it to mix correctly. But yeah, that, some salt, fucking... That shit's good right there, dude. Yams, heavy cream, butter, some yams, bro. That's it, the truth. And then here you go. You can see the coq au vin starting to really come together. That purple ass chicken is mind-blowingly delicious. And then I still had to get some, I think, mushrooms going. Yeah, so, you know, mushrooms, nice little mushroom melange to go with the coq au vin. Usually you put it in there, but... You know, the chicken itself is taking on the right consistency and color. I like it. So now we got to actually get the sauce together. All the while we're actually getting them mushrooms. For whatever reason, I guess I filmed those videos in slow-mo. And that's just me sauteing the mushrooms until they've lost all their water content, then introducing my fire sauce, aka chicken stock, into the mix so the mushrooms soak all of that juice in and they get this really nice sheen to them. And then, you know, after you go through your chicken stock, you know, you can go back into your actual sauce. And basically, here I am reducing the shit out of it. And then I still have the mushrooms going on in the background right there. And you can see them soaking all up that moisture and shit like that. Looking real nice. Pretty good. Pretty good. All the different stuff that I'm working on. Like even the actual sauce, that's when it's actually getting down to the desired consistency. You got to shut it off. And then basically, nice little sauce, some mushrooms and stuff, my mashed potato puree mixtures. Pretty good shit, man. Pretty good shit. That's what we ate for Christmas dinner, actually. Yeah, I went through all of that stuff. So there's going to be more of that, I guess. Like that's the best we got, folks. If you're looking for better than that, well, I know what I got to tell you right now. I can't be telling you much. But what I can be telling you is that I'm probably making you hungry, that's for sure. But yeah, that's what this channel is probably going to end up doing, just making you hungry. So I appreciate everybody that's been coming around and hanging out with us through all the thick and thin. You guys are my fire. You guys are the ones that, at least help this channel move forward, right? For whatever people say about us, to have such a consistent group of folks that come and hang out with us feels pretty good, right? And I just got to say thank you. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you got to hang out with your families and do all the good stuff. Sorry that I haven't been, around as much as I normally been, but, sometimes you just need to take a break, a detox from all of the shit to figure out what you want to do. And now that I see that, things aren't going to be changing for me in the near future on certain places and certain things, I figured I could just look forward to and go to that last little thing that I haven't really shared with people, and that's going to be the cooking side of things. So, here's another shot. Here's another shot to try to make it somewhere, do something that's going to be good for the people that they can appreciate. And that's basically it, man. That's basically it. A lot of people are too broke to eat. I'm too broke to eat. I wouldn't even have made that coq au vin unless some guy that I went and did a work order for him gave it to me. He was like, yeah, I was installing a telephone for him because he was hard of hearing and, he needed to get that done. And then I think I installed a telephone and some printers for him. And then as a gift, he gave me that bottle. So I made sure I put it to good use. Put it to good use. Because that's what you do with St. Gertrude's intuition. You put it to good use. And utilizing that intuition, it's almost just like the universe saying, hey, man, you could make the food real good. You can always fall back on that if everything else fails. That's what it was there for in the first place. And everything else has failed. So I guess we're going back to cooking. I feel good about it. Maybe I'll meet a girl. Maybe we'll get a wife. I don't know. Maybe the only thing I'm worried about is I bet you one of my old flames is going to pop up around here somewhere. I don't know. Hope the old one stays away. But if it's Lydia, then yeah, I'll be cool with that. I'll be cool with that. Anyways, I need a lot of honey. We're going to need a lot of honey. So that's pretty much it. I don't really got anything else for you guys today. I appreciate you coming in and spending a little bit of time with us here on this little show. And I just said I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for being our subscribers and hanging out with us and doing all the good shit. I want to thank Virginia Olsen for that $2. Appreciate that. Big spender right there. Thank you for helping monetize the YouTube stream. Seriously, just one donation is all that makes all the difference in the world to the YouTube algorithm. And then obviously, Plunderbus donated $55.77. And damn, man, appreciate that shit as well. It feels good. Nice little monetization of the stream. Got to make things go a little well. It felt like a really nice Griftcast. That's right. So I guess with that, we're pretty much done. So thanks for joining us. Much love to you, Jimmy Faze. Much love to you, Virginia Olsen. Much love to you, Christina. Much love to you, No One Here Yet. Much love to you, Sewer Guy Rob. Much love to you, Russell Dufresne. And much love to you, Mr. Blacksmith. Much love to Shay Ree. And much love to everybody else out there, like Susu in the chat that I missed. But either way, we're taking this show on the road. You don't got to go home, but you ain't got to stay here. Either way, much love and later. And oh yes, adios to JR Riggs. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. I know I probably will. Either way. Bye-bye now. Be well, my friends. Have a good one. Have a good time. I want to thank you. I want to thank you. Wait, what is the lyrics of that song? I want to thank you. Do, 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 do. I want to thank you for being a friend. I want to thank you for being a friend. I want to thank you. Yeah, I should probably learn the lyrics to that fucking song. I've heard it enough times. I should probably do it.